It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He got his...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Hey, line.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man, Sky Moore. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sky Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it's Mahomes again. 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
A solid stiff arm.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to have to hook up the Schwartz. And they'll take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
15. Yellow. Hey, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, and him ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Pacheco will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Pacheco once more, and this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major...
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Jags. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Now the offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables.
Yellow.
But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes.
It's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mahomes to throw once more.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Hey, 57, 57. Attack. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Hero, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. 15. This is 3rd down.
15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
15. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Jaguars 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help them.
He's got a man complete.
down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jake Ferguson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
And he stopped immediately there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
15.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Hey, run.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bigsby. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Gillespie. Oh, what a juke into space. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
57, call it.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they run the toss to Bigsby.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Here goes 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
15. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Here's Tony on the quick slam.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before it's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Tony. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like that.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And Charles, a lot of